McLovin went and broke his face.
Fritzy, give the girl some space.
Polly clearly has no game. They're the Danettes.
Seton is a kitty cat.
Take a fastball in the sack. For some reason, no one can do a simple high five. Punch a stud right in the jaw.
Then he puts it through the wall.
Fritzy checked the line before the call. The box score.
Starts right now!
I don't know a lot about sports, but I can drink a lot of beer.
My motto is simple. C's get degrees.
Need a long, inappropriate hug? I'm your man.
I think I'm smarter than you because I probably am.
Howard Collins for box score.
Okay, welcome to the box score. I'm Brock in Los Angeles, joined by the Danettes in Milford, Connecticut. We are one big happy family here. Guys, Thanksgiving is tomorrow. Are we all ready to get out of town for a couple of days?
Oh, you have no idea. You have no idea, Brock.
Just need a little time to relax, do you, McLovin?
No, I just need time away from the other Danettes, to be totally frank here. We haven't had a vacation since April of 2012. We've been working every day. I don't know. I have to look at my calendar.
You're right.
So 2 days off will be much needed.
Well, I know for the Everett household, Thanksgiving is a day full of probably room-clearing flatulence from someone. McLovin, what's it like at your house over there, the Thanksgiving day?
Oh, Thanksgiving Day, well, it's always all the men, as in every house, gravitate towards the TV and watch football. Actually, and many of the women do. That was a rather sexist remark.
Just be factual.
But, and then we eat at 4 o'clock. It's lovely. We do
Nice.
duck and turkey. My brother-in-law deep fries a turkey. He is a master chef. And then, I don't know, a nice Chardonnay. I prefer the cranberry jelly as compared to the sauce, the kind of the can.
Interesting.
It's basically a party in suburban Philadelphia. Brock, you're totally not invited.
I'm not invited to my own house. Polly, how about you? What's going on in your house?
Well, you know, not much. I have a different Thanksgiving every year. I'm like witness protection. I'm in a different place every year. That being said, I remember about 15 years ago, and actually it's longer than that. I think I was in college, and I told my mom that I don't like turkey at all. I actually dislike it. I go, could we have something different for Thanksgiving dinner? I thought I would be met with opposition. She goes, no, I don't care. She goes, I'm not a big fan of turkey either. And we had barbecue ribs that my mom made well for Thanksgiving dinner. All our relatives came over and they were mortified. They're like, where is the Thanksgiving dinner? And my mom's doing all the work. And I was very offended on behalf of my mom. And so I try to have a non-traditional Thanksgiving as often as I can, food-wise.
How about you, Fritzy?
Ribs. We're going to actually be going out to dinner. My in-laws are going to be coming in, and we're going to be going to a restaurant up the road. That's what we've been doing the last couple of years, where we've had a good meal. So we're going to grab the family and let others do all the work and the cleaning and everything, and let the wife and family not have to deal with any of that stuff.
For us, the last couple of years, Thanksgiving has sort of been in transition, I guess. My wife usually works for most of that weekend, so we don't really see family and stuff. We usually just make it like me, my wife, my son. We'll probably do New York City this year since she's working, and sort of low-key, real easy.
Well, yeah, Paul, you were talking about how much you hate Thanksgiving Day fare. I mean, is there a dish that you would want to have on that day, maybe other than ribs?
Well, I love stuffing when it's well made. That being said, my sister once hosted a Thanksgiving in New York City, and she invited a bunch of different couples. And she said each person has an assignment. Someone brings like an appetizer, someone brings an entree, side, dessert. But she said it cannot be traditional. It's actually the opposite. And nobody knew what anyone else brought. So it was really interesting. It was a real fun dinner. And I was in charge of dessert. And I made a hot fudge sundae bar, which went over huge. And, there's no pumpkin pie, which some people were salty about, but there were no rules, and so we went for it.
Can I just say, all of you guys are off your rocker. What happened to traditional Thanksgiving?
Having it at the
What
house and
happened
eating
to,
turkey.
like, this is what we do as Americans. We eat a ton of turkey, we fall asleep as a tryptophan.
And now,
I feel
now
like
it's
you're
barbecue
revolting
ribs
against-
and going out
Yeah.
to dinner.
Don't you
and
guys
not seeing your family.
Not liking turkey, but it's apparently nobody likes Thanksgiving. You go to a restaurant.
Here's
dude?
what bothers me about Thanksgiving. If I like turkey, I'd eat it more than one time a year. I love pumpkin pie, which is a Thanksgiving tradition, so I eat it probably 75 days a year. I have pumpkin pie, and that's rounding down. So why would you eat something one time a year because it's a holiday and you don't really, really like it?
Because everybody likes turkey, Paulie. You're the only one.
Okay, now that's actually
Gotta
not
have
true.
gravy,
I've
though,
noticed
on it. It's very
lately.
dry.
I just read a thing in GQ about how turkey is actually really overrated, and it's becoming less and less popular. And that people are like, the only thing that turkey can be is like not dry, and that means it's good. That it's just actually not
right.
very good.
Wait, do you like turkey, Seed?
I do like turkey.
Yeah, everybody likes turkey. You like turkey,
Oh,
right?
absolutely. It gets dry if you don't have the,
But I only
gravy
really
with
like
It's
it for
good.
Thanksgiving. I don't really eat it all that often. Like if I came home and was like, hey, we're gonna have turkey again, I'd be like,
But do you think it's holiday pressure that you don't rock the boat and say, I'm going to go off and say that this isn't really that tasty? Another thing that bothers me about Thanksgiving is a lot of times the women have to do all the work and they prepare for like days and it seems like too much. And then all the dudes come in there and eat for 7 minutes and we like ravens and we go back and sit down. Now, I'll help out with the cleaning and I try to help out whatever I can cooking. I like to cook the stuffing. But I always feel bad with all that preparation for basically a 10-minute meal.
And then we're laying on the couch passing gas watching football.
Fritzy, are there any family tradition meals that are family tradition dishes that you guys would have if you weren't going out?
Nothing out of the ordinary. The tradition is less about the food and more about we play for many years. My brother and I and a bunch of our friends have played in what we call the Thanksgiving Eve Classic, which is supposed to be obviously every Wednesday night leading up to Thanksgiving. We all meet. Usually it's either in New York City or in Brooklyn, and we try to get a lot of our friends together. And we've been doing this for a number of years, where we all haven't seen each other in a long time, and we all play a football game till like really late at night, and then we'll go out to eat 1, 2 in the morning after playing football all night, regardless of the weather conditions, and go to a bar or what have you. And then next thing you know, it's 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning, and you crash, and then you get up, maybe catch the last
When
part
was
of
the
the
last
parade.
year this event happened?
It happens every year. I've missed a few.
So it's tonight?
It's supposed to be, it's supposed to be tonight.
That is the coolest thing you do. That's the coolest thing that any Danette does all year. You play football late at night.
my brother came
go
up
out
with
to
that.
a late night meal and then go to a bar. And you've done this your whole life. Like
We've done this for many, many years.
Dude, that is like the coolest guy thing.
Are you doing it tonight? What's the schedule tonight?
Depending on the weather to get from Connecticut to New York, we are supposed to do it tonight. It's
Even in the snow? Wow.
There's supposed to be 2 inches of
I
snow.
know, that's
like
the
when
thing.
18-year-old Todd Fritz had played in that game?
Yes, the 45-year-old Todd Fritz is listed as questionable. But back in the day when I was in much better shape and my bones weren't aching and I didn't care about driving in all kinds of snowy conditions to get from here to there. But since 1985, every Thanksgiving Eve, I've missed a few of them, and some of the other guys have as well. We try to all get together Thanksgiving Eve to
Is
play.
there one night that got out of hand where you said, like, this was as good as it gets?
There were a couple that where it was the snowy, slick conditions, which were
Not the
fun.
game itself. You know what I'm talking about. You tell me you're hitting a bar till 2 in the morning, I'll go.
Yeah, and nothing ever got too wild, but you start, one guy's drinking, and the next thing you know, there's a little, something is said, there's a little pushing and shoving. Someone says something in jest, and someone takes it the wrong way, and little cocktail franks, next thing you know, are being thrown all over the place. But for the most part, everybody behaves. It does get a little rough, though. Some guys take it more seriously than others, and there've been some battles actually on the field. It's supposed to be two-hand touch, and guys are getting a little too aggressive. You got 40, 45-year-old guys playing, and
I just want to know what
gets a
kind of
little
bar
crazy.
you're hitting that late, Todd.
Yeah, like juice bar, a real bar?
Yeah.
Any bar that's
Hey,
got
bar that
any bar
comes
that's
with
got
a buffet
slider burgers and
sometimes?
mini hot dogs and things like that. That's
Do you end
that's
up with
what I mean.
sparkles or anything on you when you leave the bar?
Usually not, but after my experience with Seton on a bar not too long ago, where things are being dragged out of my belly button and everything, anything goes at this point. I'm a lot less shy
Man, that sure
around
has
the other
changed
guys.
the dynamic of early.
We will always be we will always have that
alcohol out
moment.
of your bare belly button.
So I'm really not uncomfortable at this point with anything that may happen after that experience.
Yeah, so to recap, Fritzy will be at a stripper bar watching the games. McLovin, where are you watching the games at tomorrow?
Oh, on the family couch, shirking all parental duties, claiming that I have to watch for work. Greatest thing ever.
That's the move. I'm going to be up in Vermont. Same thing. There's going to be a lot of kids there, so I'm going to have to find a TV. I may have to go second-tier TV to have control of it, which is not that bad of a thing.
Yes, there's something about just eating a lot of turkey, and it's got that tryptophan or whatever that's supposed to make you all sleepy. So, but just kind of be in and out of consciousness. Having a big meal and watching 3 football games in a row, it will be a very nice day on
I'm just going to be kicking it, Hartford, Connecticut, keeping it real.
Yeah.
I'll be in Manhattan in the Little Apple. Coming up, everyone's going to be watching football tomorrow. How about we figure out who these guys have in those matchups? We are back here on the box score. Fritzy and his family are heading out, and Fritzy's picking up the tab for the entire group. Thank you for that. Well, while people are watching football, we want to know if the Danettes can call their shot tomorrow. We'll ask you to pick the winners. We'll give you a point for each one, and that'll go towards a bonus in the Football Night in America Challenge. In the early matchup, it's a game between 2 division foes. It's the Bears v. Detroit. And Paul, you're a Bears fan. Why don't you to start us off on this one?
Well, are we doing point spreads or just straight up? Just straight
Good
up.
question, Todd.
Straight up.
Wow.
Wow. This is tough because the Bears are playing better because they couldn't have played worse. So I have false confidence. Lions played bad last week, which I'm going to go Lions.
How about you, McLovin?
Oh, yeah, I have the same thinking with Paulie. All of a sudden, the Bears are on a win streak. I love Mark Trestman because he coached my favorite team, the Montreal Alouettes. The Lions at home, even though their offense is terrible, I'm going Detroit.
Seton?
Yeah, I mean, Lions just looked really bad against the Pates. So they've got maybe a little extra motivation. Plus, at home, I'm going to go Lions. Plus, Jay Cutler. I mean, he's going to have at least 3 interceptions. You can guarantee that.
And Fritzy, this is a chance for you, Fritzy, to actually get a point by going opposite, or you could make sure you don't gain a point at all by picking exactly what we picked.
I should pick the Bears, but there's something about the Lions and the whole tradition.
But by picking the Lions, you ensure
that I'm not going to gain any ground.
That you gain no ground on us in the home stretch of this game.
That's a very good point. Okay, you know what? That's an excellent point, and I don't want to be in last place for the whole rest of the season. In spite of my best judgment, which would be to go with the Lions on Thanksgiving at home, I'm going to pick Chicago, and this way I could be the only one that would be right if it's the Bears.
Or be more so in the dugout.
Or we're all going to get a point.
Yeah, I'll leave you on your island. I'll go with Detroit Lions in that one. In the second game of the day,
38-10.
the Eagles and the Cowboys are both coming off big wins this past Sunday and are duking it out for first place in the NFC East. McLovin, you got faith in your squad?
I really like the Cowboys. I have the entire offense on my fantasy team. I just don't trust Sanchez in this situation. Cowboys defense playing well. I'm going to take Dallas.
I'm gonna go Dallas as well if I can jump in. I think that the love affair between Sanchez and the Eagles is over, and Dallas is they know how much is at stake to win as many of these last few games to win the division. So I'm gonna go Dallas.
See, why don't you go next?
Oh man, I think.
No.
I'm gonna. Okay, all right. I'm gonna go with the Eagles, and not for any real football reason. Only because I'll never root for the Dallas Cowboys for as long as I live.
I'm going with Dallas big, at least 12 points.
I'll go with the Eagles. That way Shay's head will explode. The third and final matchup, it's a rematch of last year's NFC title game. Maybe this year we won't see a screaming Richard Sherman. It's Seahawks versus the Niners. Seton, you're the sports guru. Start us off.
Jeepers creepers.
LOB.
I'm going to go with Seattle because I like the city.
There you go.
Fritzy?
I am going to go Seahawks. They are going to pull the pants off of the guys from Levi's, and that's the stadium.
You, McLovin.
I want Paulie to go first.
Well, they're already on that shot, though.
No, Paulie.
Yeah, but this movement on the show.
This is very
very
important for the standings. So you're my competition here, so we got to differ on
the
one
Seahawks
pick.
are tired of being told that they're not the Super Bowl team of last year. They're going to step up on Thanksgiving.
I'm gonna go with Fritzy on this one. I like Seattle. They know they need to win. Now, McLovin, this is either you could play it safe or take a risk with your life.
I am going to go strategically with the San Francisco 49ers, although I secretly like the Seahawks after the way they played last week. And I don't think San Francisco's offense is that great either. I'm all about the win. I'm playing the angles.
I'm playing the Bears angle thanks to Paulie, and I know there's
Yeah,
no
I
chance
got to be honest. I
Chicago's
feel a
winning.
little better with the 49ers angle than his Bears angle. So I'll go with San Francisco.
Lines are going to be like at least 20.
I will also go with San Frantastic. All right, guys, we'll have the points after tomorrow and hand out all the goodies on Monday. Stick around. We're not finished talking football. It's an oversized edition of Football Night in America Challenge. We are back here on the box score. The Seahawks take on the Niners tomorrow on NBC, and Sunday night it's the Chiefs versus the Broncos. And with some extra points being handed out for the Turkey Day Pick'em, there could be a lot of movement in this week's ever popular.
The Danet Football Night in America Challenge.
A lot of moving parts this week, so we won't get too complicated. We'll just do Colin Kaepernick versus Russell Wilson. Which quarterback's going to throw the most passes and how for how much yardage? Let's start off with Paulie. How about you?
Most passes will be Kaepernick by far. And like total yardage for the guy I pick is the tiebreaker. Oh, I'm going to go 251 for Kaepernick.
McLovin?
I will also go Kaepernick at 203.
I'm going to go Kaepernick at 226.
I'm gonna go Kaepernick 285.
I'll go Russell Wilson, 1 yard. 1 yard, Bob Barker.
Oh, snap.
As for Sunday's matchup, you got the high-powered Bronco offense. I hate the Broncos. Peyton Manning. So you'll tell us who's Peyton going to throw his first touchdown to, and the extra point will be rewarded if you tell us which quarter the pass will happen. Fritzy, who catches Peyton's first touchdown and in which quarter?
I think he's going to hook up with Demarius early, probably late first quarter, and just let the Chiefs know we're the team in the AFC West. You may be, we may be playing an Arrowhead, but it's Peyton to Demarius Thomas, late first quarter, about 3:08 left in the first quarter touchdown.
Seton?
What's Wes Wexler's situation?
He's playing.
Is he playing?
Oh, yeah.
I'm gonna go.
Concussed but playing.
I'm gonna say Wes Wexler gets the first pick.
Wes Wexler.
McLovin?
Well, I have to differ from Fritzy, so I'll go with Emmanuel Sanders.
Nice. Good call.
I think the Broncos start off hot. I say he gets that with 6.5 minutes left in the first quarter.
Ooh.
Wow. I'm going to call my shot here, Brock, and I hope you will give me a point if I get this right. I say that Manning will throw an interception before he throws his first touchdown.
Oh.
I would hope that I would only want a point for it, but if I call that, I hope I would win. And then maybe the other Danettes could share a first touchdown point. I know I'm going a little off the board.
I think
Well, you
you
have to
should
pick a player.
Who's going
on
to
the
intercept it? Well, now I'm just going to say interception before touchdown.
Wow, that's a great call.
If you'll
I like
accept
what
that,
you did there.
Broccoli.
Sure, let's
pick
accept
six?
that.
Are we saying interception for a touchdown?
I did not.
He's just saying interception.
No, you should say the first touchdown
Although
is
that's
going to be a
early
pick
Peyton
six.
Manning. He doesn't do pick sixes anymore.
I'm going to go Julius Thomas in the second quarter. And it might even
he's
be
banged
Brock
up, Julius
Osweiler comes in the second half because Peyton goes out with a broken collarbone. If you have guesses, you can send them to the @TheBoxScore Show Twitter handle with the hashtag BSFNC, the greatest Twitter handle ever on the planet Earth. Okay, don't go away. We'll see if Fritzy can top the guys' Turkey Day names. Closing up here, shop here on the box score. On Monday, we sort of ambushed Fritzy with some Thanksgiving Day names. Just try to beat him to the punch. But before you get to them, Fritzy, these are some of the names that you cannot use. Turkey Sean Johnson, Cranberry Switzer, Paul Pilgrim, Ernest Givens, Turkey Trot Nixon, Yam Newton, Corn Elder.
Nice.
Was it Shante Carver, and of course, Randall Cobble. Okay, Fritzy, you have the floor.
Okay. I have Pie Trainer, Darryl Cranberry, which I used the other day, and Matt Turkey, which I used the other day. Cornbread Maxwell, Carver High School, guys from the White Shadow back in the day. Jack Ham, Jack Kent Cook, Leftover Gomez. I don't know if you'll give me that for Lefty Gomez. Leftover Gomez. Adam Gravy, actually Adam Graves. I went Adam Gravy. That's a reach. Matt Holiday, which I've also used before for the holidays. Lee Mayflower. Lee May, you could do Carlos May. And I had Kasser Antrell or Kasser Samari roll for casserole. And the other one was Russ Pilgrim from the old Hogs days. Russ Grimm, Russ Pilgrim.
Let's go to the front row. What are your thoughts
Kasser
on these?
Antrell roll, Kasser Samari roll.
Well,
it's tough. There's not a lot there.
he seemed desperate. He had to qualify a bunch of them. I think he should have just gone for it. He had some good ones in there. And there's about 4 of them that I thought he should have picked out his best 4 and just the holiday's about hammering your friends and family, and he should have done it.
Yeah, that segment always goes as well as I think it's gonna.
Really? On the holiday, we got to be
So
mean
wait,
to each other.
I feel really stupid, but Daryl Cranberry, that's like a playoff Daryl Strawberry?
That's what that is.
Oh, okay.
Just the berry part.
How much can you twist the names, though? Because I can say Walter Payton Turkey. I mean, because I like Walter Payton, and just throw turkey at the end of his name.
It's got to have part of a
I like
Thanksgiving-related word.
The Kasser Antrell or Samari. First of all, you didn't need to throw in or Samari roll.
Kasser Antrell roll.
And I thought you were doing like a Matt Castle Antrell roll. The combination.
I was trying to do something with casserole, so I
I thought
went
we were
with.
just supposed to find names that actually like Tommy Pilgrim. Like that was his real name or whatever, not.
And by the way, Jack Ham is ham on Thanksgiving.
Some people eat ham on Thanksgiving. They eat barbecue ribs. Why not? You could eat. I think there's a number of
This
people.
is
that eat
any
ham.
food.
In the Peanuts gang, they had like popcorn and jelly beans and pretzels for Thanksgiving.
Mike Icewater.
Remember that? The Peanuts gang.
And who likes Icewater, they want a beer.
But the Peanuts were kids. And I think they ate Woodstock. Okay,
That's true.
Fritzy, who's on next
And
week?
they are cartoon characters. Next week, Brady Quinn, Tony Dungy, Reggie Miller, Grant Hill, Kurt Warner, Deion Sanders, Rich Eisen, possibly Darius Rucker.
They got a good start.
This is just some of the names that should be joining us throughout next
Be
week.
thankful for.
All right, thank you
Yes.
guys, and thank you for watching or listening to the box score from myself, the Danettes, and everyone here on the crew here at the box score. We love you. Travel safe and have a happy and safe Thanksgiving.
I don't know a lot about sports, but I can drink a lot of beer. My motto is simple: C's get degrees.
Need a long, inappropriate hug? I'm your man.
I think I'm smarter than you because I probably am.
Hey, thanks for watching the box score. Holy cow!